Hey everybody, Dana here from AnaOno, and I'm so excited to bring our next guest on, just doing incredible work for the community. My friend Sue Weldon, and CEO of Unite for Her, which is not just a local organization here to the Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area, but now has nationwide programs. So we're here to talk about it today and hear a little bit more about the organization. So Sue, thank you so much for joining me today, supporting the community during these really incredible tough times. But why don't you kick off? Tell us a little bit about Unite for Her and what do you guys do?
Yeah, thanks, Dana. And I just love seeing your face. It's so good, especially this time, right? So Unite for Her, yeah, we are here to serve our women that are newly diagnosed with breast and ovarian cancer. We actually do have men in our program as well, but we bridge that gap between the medical and the wellness community. So we give them access to integrative therapies like acupuncture, oncology, massage, yoga, nutrition, whole food nutrition, counseling, sexual health counseling, all of these modalities that aren't covered by insurance, we fund and deliver for these women. So we have what we call their wellness programs, wellness days, that they get these conferences, and then they learn and get educated about how these types of modalities can help them heal. The side effects and symptoms that they have are difficult, especially due to treatment, as you and I both know. So how can we mitigate that for them without any additional cost, right? And then to set up a whole program that is unique to them is so key for our women, because everyone's different, right? Everybody has a different need. So we meet them where they are. Then they have this program for a full year. If our women are metastatic or stage 4, never leave their side, Dana. So that passport of services, we call it, those integrative therapies, is $2,000 worth of treatments. We renew that every 6 months and again for as long as they need, because if they are having difficulty and acupuncture is working, or oncology massage, or the counseling, we don't want to take that away. So we have a whole separate budget just for these women, and we have over 200 women with metastatic disease in our program presently. And this year alone, we're set, even during COVID, we are set to treat 1,800 newly diagnosed women.
I mean, I know that when I met you and I heard about Unite for Her, I so desperately wished I had that during my treatment, because acupuncture wasn't covered by insurance. I did get into a health study at the University of Colorado that did help with my nutrition, which was huge. But just the farm share, everything you do for these local patients is outrageous. So if you are in the, can you just briefly tell us real quick, what are the regions that have access to the passport services? Because you must sign up to receive this if you're newly diagnosed.
Yeah, so we partner with over 30 cancer centers and hospital entities. They have the pulse of the patient. Our hospitals are incredible partners for us, and they identify the women. And we are all over the Philadelphia area, 5 counties as well that surround there. We're as far out as Reading. We are in New Jersey, South Jersey, and we are in Delaware. So as we raise more funding, because our model is expensive, it's comprehensive, we can get further and further out. But yeah, so that's where we have that hands-on, sending them to the providers. We pay their bills. They show up, to their therapist or their physician, and then we pay their bill.
It's incredible. And I really do dream of the day when you go national with these services, because I know it will make such a difference in so many lives. But that being said, Sue, you touched on it briefly. You are one of my unicorns, because you have conquered this for 16 years, which I think is incredible. But let's tell everybody, what was your cancer experience like, and how are you feeling today?
Yeah, I know. I actually had to think about what day it is, right? Because we don't know what day it is anymore.
It could be Sunday.
Oh my gosh. We don't know. But April 19th was the day I was diagnosed. I think we're getting close to that date.
We're getting very close.
And then May the 4th was when I had surgery. So that's always my little, my survivorship date that I use. And it was 16 years ago. And for me, I just saw this huge gap, and I didn't realize that back then, when I was adding all these modalities and educating myself, that I was forming that business plan for Unite for Her. I was just trying to survive for my kids, right? Like they were 6, 10, and 12. And I went to see them graduate from high school, and I was so sick, and I was so sick from the treatments, right? It's so sick from what our women have to go through. That's why our hearts are breaking for them right now. During COVID, now we have this additional stress, and this additional anxiety and this additional, just need that we have to be there for our women more than ever now because of what is going on with COVID. We all as a nation are getting a little bit of a glimpse, right, Dana, on what we went through
Yep.
every day and what our women go through. Like, can I go out to the store? Is my immune system compromised? I don't want to be near anyone because I may get even more sick. We're all as a nation feeling what our women feel every day. So,
Yeah.
put a diagnosis on top of that, with this COVID, Unite for Her is needed more and more. So when I was diagnosed, a young woman, 39 years old, and
Yeah.
definitely bilateral mastectomy. I didn't get reconstructed right away. I just decided that that wasn't for me at that time. I waited 4.5 years. Probably wasn't my finest moment, but just what I did. And I dove into educating myself on how to get myself well, emotionally and physically. Hence, Unite for Her was born from that model.
Yeah.
It's born from that model.
Well, I
Yeah.
have to say, I love your T-shirt because we're going to
Thank
talk
you.
about those
Wait,
foods,
I'll
but give
face
us a
up a little bit. I
give
don't
us
want
a
to flash too much, but there you go. There you go. Yeah.
But underneath that T-shirt is another one of my favorite stories because I remember meeting you and I told you what I did, and you said, "Ah, I haven't worn a bra for over 10 years. I said, maybe because you didn't have the right bra. And I eventually, I think after a long time of romancing you, got
Yeah.
you into an AnaOno.
Yeah.
And
I now have 15. I have one on now. I have one on now. Just the racerback. I know, and they're so lovely. They feel so good. I honestly never wore a bra, and I remember you saying, "You're like my poster child. Like you are now." What do you mean you don't wear a bra? I'm like, well, none of
literally, and I know you love and curse me at the same time because now the only bras that you can wear are AnaOno, and obviously we have friends in Philadelphia here. We can do this with each other, but
Correct.
I love that story, and I share it with everybody. I'm like, I converted a woman that didn't wear a bra for 10 years. Now
Her name is Sue Weldon, and she has a nonprofit.
Totally. So,
So funny.
I love one of your new projects, and it's the Her Care Box. First of all, I could listen to you for hours because you're so educated on like all of the things we need to be doing, from skincare to nutrition to health and wellness. Like, I just feel like you're just this bucket of information, and every time I attend one of your events, I feel like I learn something new. And there is so much information, like I feel like you absorb it. But I really want to talk about the Her Care Box because this is available to patients across the United States. And you have created a beautiful program AnaOno participates in. So we have gift certificates and we have robes and things like that to help also support these patients. But tell us what is the Her Care Box program and how can patients get access to it?
Yeah, so this is our way of putting our mission in a box, Dana, right? Like we knew that we could not get nationwide with how comprehensive and expensive our model is.
Yeah.
But what we could do is take all the offerings, the education, the self-care products, the virtual experience online, educating them about their bath and beauty products, getting the toxins out of them so it doesn't mess up their estrogen system, and then getting these products right to their hands. The Cancer Fighting Kitchen Cookbook, Jolene Hart's book, Eat Pretty Every Day. She just has a new one coming out, Ignite Your Light, which is just a beautiful book on energy, and to be able to give them these self-care items that are really valuable and empower them and give them control back a little bit at a time, like as easy as that beautiful Acure bath product that doesn't have toxins in. Now all of a sudden they're thinking about what they're putting on their skin, and the food and the nourishing whole food nutrition from the Cancer Fighting Kitchen Cookbook. Now they're making foods that they know are actually helping their body heal. And all of that just gives that confidence back. So we have 3 different sizes. It is a nationwide initiative. We started it last year. We now have corporations buying them for their members that are newly diagnosed, which is an incredible outreach that they're doing. We love our friends at Independence for thinking so forwardly, and innovatively on buying them. But we have small, medium, and large. The beautiful thing about that is that we had no idea that that model that we were piloting for the last year was going to be the vehicle that we're now getting our wellness program out this spring to now 900 women, that we had to cancel 30 conferences. I mean, it breaks my heart, Dana, right? Like during COVID, we couldn't have these newly diagnosed women get together, have the conference. It took 50 women in a room. We educate them, and then they walk away with $2,000 worth of treatments
Yeah.
and a whole comprehensive care plan. We couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But the care box, we just put the two together. So here we had the vehicle ready to go. We put the whole wellness program in the box. Actually, last night I have photos I sent you, and it just gave me joy because I've been, just feeling a little low. We're not seeing our women, and we know how much they need us. So we're mailing now. Our first phase went out. 219 boxes went out last night, and we have them all set up. They're going in the mail today for 4 of our partnering hospitals, and every one of those names, I just took to my heart, and just wishing them well, and that they're, welcoming them to the Unite for Her community. And it just was, I needed it so much to see that, everything that we do is still going to get delivered to them. And the passport's going in there too. So now we're doing this whole virtual experience where they can do online counseling. They are getting their vegetables shipped right to their home, Dana, right? They don't have to pick them up anymore. We are going to give them a beautiful virtual grocery store shop with Erin or Michelle, our dietitians. And then we give them a gift card for $75 to get those beautiful vegetables and food that we talk about that's nourishing in case they're having trouble, just meeting ends. We're doing distant Reiki. We're doing distant yoga. So we had to think differently. But that, to me, that's how we're going to go national with this program. We're going to be able to put everything in that box and then connect them online and then pay for those services, right? Pay for those services for them.
And I think that that's such a huge win right there, is just that this is forcing us to think differently. And we as patients, you and I know that this human interaction, this community is such a massive part of our healing and our recovery. And when we get even further isolated from those things, you can even feel even more alone. And we know that, here at AnaOno is, my slogan is never alone, just making sure that you have all the access and the resources that you need. And when I opened up that first rendition of that Her Care box, it exuded with love and encouragement and hope and things in reality, I think, I don't know all the values, but you're almost getting this box for about half of what the value is of the products actually inside.
Totally. I know, because Dana, we have beautiful partners, right? Like we have people who donate to us, Accure donates all these products to us.
Amazing.
You give us that beautiful robe that's valued at $80, that we can get that at a discount so that we can get it to our women at a better cost point. Then we pass it along. So that $200 box that you had is really worth $345 because of all the value, but because of our relationships and, definitely the breadth of our work, and we're a nonprofit, people want to give back to something that's valuable. So we can pass that along. And then the other proceeds that we get then go to help more women,
And I think that this is just an amazing wrap up, because you're right. This could be a gift to yourself, or this could be when your loved ones are saying, what can I do for you? You can say, get me the Her Care box, right? You can actually ask for this, for people to support you in this way, to get you through this. So real quick, let's wrap up. Sue, how do people find you?
Yeah, uniteforher.org. Uniteforher.org, hercarebox.org. Everything is on there. We actually have a new initiative called Unite for Her at Home because of everything that's going on with COVID. Like, we are still here. And that's all we want our women, our community, our partners to know, that we're not going anywhere. We're going to make this work. Our fundraising is going to be compromised. It is going to look different, but we can do it. We have an incredible creative, my staff is just, they're extraordinary. They are the heart and soul, and they are thinking differently and helping us all think differently on how we're going to continue to serve in a way that's still comprehensive, hands-on, the model we're known for, giving control, giving confidence. So uniteforher.org, you can learn so much about us. You can send a care box to a loved one nationwide, but also know that in this area, through our partnerships, that's how we're delivering during COVID, that we are not leaving their side. We're not leaving their side.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, you inspire me every day. Thank you for all of this. Thank you for all the work that you all do. We're so lucky to have amazing teams supporting us through this crazy pandemic. But thank you, Sue. And I really hope that this helps spread some encouragement to those that are facing newly diagnosis, because we know cancer does not stop because of COVID. And we still need to support one another and love one another. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, we'll see you
Yeah,
soon.
thank you.